Hi, in this video I'll be showing you this. It's the Beko WTL84141 8kg washing machine, and what I want to do today is to show you around the washer some of the features and benefits that it offers. But all I normally say just before we start is to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just give me a quick thumbs up. What I do is I'll talk about things like household appliances, vacuum cleaners, dishwashers. Also there is a bit of tech in there as well. So just give us a quick subscribe, then we'll carry on. So really the first thing to check, and I suppose it's with any household appliance, it's not just washing machines, is check it will fit in the space. The number of times we go to deliver a washing machine and people have extra pipe work at the back of the machine, or there can be a reason that it won't fit in. So just make sure it will fit, and the dimensions on this model are 60 centimeters wide, around 23.5 inches. Fortunately the heights do tend to be pretty standard, so you're looking around 84 centimeters or just over 33 inches on this model. And the depth, so going front to back, if you're looking at going to the front lip here, then you're looking around 53 centimeters or just under 21 inches. Or if you do want to include the door and including the handle as well, then you are looking, I'd say, around 59 centimeters or just over 23 inches, about 23.25 inches. So again, just make sure it fits in and then you'll be ready to go. So the machine itself doesn't actually have an on and off button. All you normally do is you just rotate the dial. You can see here you've got on and off, so you can turn it either way, so it doesn't have to go clockwise. So you just rotate it and then you select a program. You will see on here you've got a really nice clear display, the red LED display. Beko have stuck with this kind of display for several years now, and to be fair, it works. Customers do really like the way it's laid out. So I'll cover some of the programs now. First of all, you've got the cotton program. This is a popular option because what you can do is you can actually go to the full temperature with this program. You can go all the way up to 90 degrees. With some of the programs, and I'll show you some of the more delicate items, things like the hand wash program, you won't be able to go up to the full 90. That's something that's good, that's built into the machine. So with these, so as I mentioned, you can go 90, 60, 40, 30, even down to 20 degrees, because a lot of the detergent manufacturers are saying that you can wash at these much lower temperatures. People tend to have mixed opinions on this, whether you want to wash your clothes at 20 degrees. Although for everyday wear you might be okay. If you have got, I've got a couple of kids at home, and you can find that with things like their PE kits and school kits, then personally I think I'm much better to wash at the higher temperature. So I must admit we do go up to 30 or even 40 degrees. So it's nice to have that option, and you've even got washing at cold, so that's where nothing is displayed there. And that will just wash in the temperature of the water that's coming in. The next option on here is the spin speed. So on this machine you've got a maximum spin speed of up to 1400 spin, so it is a very good spin to get a lot of the moisture out the clothes before you either hang them out or put them in a tumble dryer. On here it does go down in, so from 1400 down to 1200, then 800, 600, and then a rinse hold option. So what this will do is this will suspend the clothes in the final rinse water. That's really good if you've gone out, and then if you don't want it to finish and for the clothes to be just left there to crease, then that will suspend the clothes in the final rinse water, and then all you do is you just select a spin speed and then carry it on, and it'll go through the final spin. So with the cotton program, this will enable you to wash at the full 8 kilograms. And what you'll also find is that the amount of water this uses is around 95 litres. So it does use quite a bit of water for this program. That's really, I suppose if you wanted a good length program, if you have got fairly dirty clothes, then this is really the one to use. This is the next program, so Eco 40 to 60. What you'll find with this program is that this will only hover between 40 and 60 degrees. That's the whole idea of this program. It is a slightly longer program. Some of these times at 2 to 2.5 hours, they are quite a good length. but what you'll find is that they will actually adjust the wash time depending on the load that's in there. So what you could find, even though it says around 2.5 hours at the moment, then it could reduce that as it detects the load size. The beauty of this program and the whole concept of eco is that it is an energy saving program. So if you're washing the full 8 kilograms, then it only uses around 54 litres of water. So that's really good. And what I try to get across to customers is that eco doesn't mean that it's quick. Some customers come into the showroom and we're talking to them and they assume that eco is going to be a quick program. What that means is it's economical, and that means that the wash time can be a little bit longer, but personally I think it's worth it, especially if you're comparing this. So if you're looking at 54 litres compared to the cotton program at 95 litres, that's a huge difference in the water consumption, and of course the more water you save, the less electricity will be used as well. The next program is the synthetics. With that one, the maximum load you can wash is 3 kilograms, so it's quite a small load, but that one will use 75 litres of water. You have got the next option on here, which is a very popular program with customers. This is something called quick or super quick, and with this is designed so you can wash a full load of 8 kilograms in around 28 minutes. And I do say around 28 minutes because if you increase the temperature, so if you went up to say 40 degrees, then that will increase to around 38 minutes. But you can increase the spin speed up to 1400 as well. Personally, I'm not really sure why they start at 600. I think a lot of people, if you're going to wash a full 8 kilogram load, then you are going to zip it up to 1400. I think it's much better to get the maximum extraction of water out as you can. So the water consumption on that program is around 66 litres of water. So again, just because it's a quick wash doesn't necessarily mean it's using a little amount of water. 66 litres in 38 minutes is a fair amount of water. If you wanted to use this quick program for a smaller load, so if you only had a maximum load of up to 2 kilograms, then if you press this button on here, the Fast Plus, then that enables you to wash up to 2 kilograms of washing, and that only takes about 14 minutes. Again, that will use around 40 litres of water, so it's for the amount of washing it's going to do, it's using a fair amount of water. But for some people, the speed of the program is the priority, not the amount of water and electricity it's going to use. So that's a really good option. You have got quite a few other options. So you've got things like the mixed fabrics. That's a maximum load of up to 3.5 kilograms, and that will use 83 litres of water. The hand wash program, this is one I quickly mentioned earlier, and what you'll find is that the maximum temperature you can go up to on here is 40 degrees. And as far as the spin speed, then that's up to 1200. On the hand wash program, this is a maximum load of up to 1.5 kilograms, and that uses 62 litres of water. As we go to, so you've got the delicate option as well, and then you've got the spin and drain. So that's really good if you've hand washed something, then all you want to do is you just want to pop it in for a quick spin, and then that will drain the water. The next option on here is the rinse and then the spin. So that again, if you have hand washed something, or if you, for example, I know some families when they go swimming, you might not necessarily want to put the swimming costume through a full wash. They might just need a quick rinse and a spin, so that could be a really good option. Just put them in there, and again that's around 18 minutes. You've got quite a few other specialised programs, so you've got the downwear, the sports program. With the sports, that's a maximum load of up to 3.5 kilograms, and that will use 58 litres of water. You can find some of these programs are very good. So if you've got things like sports, where you've got things like football kits, rugby kits, they can be really good, because what they will do is that some of these programs have things like a lower agitation spin, because some of the fabrics are quite delicate, so it can help to protect the fabric as well. As you come around here, you've got things like dark care, Stain Expert. The Stain Expert program is quite interesting. This is really a program, as it shows here, it's quite a long program. It's almost 3 hours long, I suppose what I'd recommend is I'd leave it on the higher temperature. So you want to try and leave it on the 60 degrees, especially if you have got a stain in your clothes. But this program is really used. It ensures that different types of stains are removed in the most efficient way. But this is really designed for durable, colour fast cottons, so they're not suitable for all fabrics. So as it is, that program is designed to remove butter, grass, mud, coke, sweat, collar soil, food, mayonnaise, salad dressing, makeup, machine oil and baby food. Or if you press the Fast Plus button, so it's a little bit quicker, then this is really designed to remove blood, chocolate, pudding, egg, tea, coffee, fruit juice, ketchup, red wine, curry, jam and coal. Probably not all in one go, so if you had all of those things then you probably need a bit more than a stain expert program. But it's nice that Beko have thought about this as something, as an issue, and they've come up with a solution by putting the stain expert program onto the machine. The next one you've got is the shirt program. You can find that again things like the washing, the way it washes is really good. It can help to avoid things like creases within the shirts. Then you've got the anti-allergy program. So that's, I suppose what I would recommend it, again, if you have got people in the household that suffer with things like allergies, then I'd be tempted to use some of the high temperatures because that can help. And with this program, as you can see, it is a longer program, so at 3.5 hours almost. If you change the temperature, then it doesn't actually make a difference, which is quite rare because most of the other programs will change that. But what you can find is that the amount of water that this uses is 129 litres. So I'd only recommend using that program really if you need to, because at 129 litres that is pretty much double compared to the Eco 40-60 for washing the same 8 kilograms of clothes. So it's something that I know when you're washing you're not really aware of how much water and electricity is being used by the machine. I wish there was some kind of indication on the front as to the actual economical side, because I feel quite passionate about things like this. So now I've covered the programs, then I'll show you around the display a bit more. What you've got, so I've pretty much covered the temperature and the spin options. You have got a pre-wash option as well. So if you're going to wash things like really dirty clothes, so if you've got football kits, rugby kits, then just add the pre-wash onto it. It's not something a lot of people tend to ask for now. Most customers are interested in quick wash programs compared to the pre-wash option. Also on here you have got the drum clean. Now drum clean is something again that we talk about a lot. It's becoming fairly standard on a lot of manufacturers' washing machines. But on here it is its own program, and if you press and hold that for 3 seconds, then it comes up with this. So it's 90 degrees, 600 spin. Clearly with the drum clean you wouldn't, don't put any clothes in there. This is just designed to clean the drum at the high temperature. It takes around 2.5 hours to do it, but that's something that a lot of manufacturers will recommend to do, probably about once a month. What we normally say is it depends, because a lot of customers ask us how often should we clean the machine, and I always say it very much depends on the temperature of the washes that you're washing at. If you are a typical person where you wash at say 20 or 30 degrees, if you are washing at much lower temperatures, then I'd recommend doing these maintenance washes more often. If a lot of the clothes that you are washing at say 60 or 90 degrees, then you wouldn't need to do a maintenance wash on it very often, because you are washing at the higher temperatures anyway. I will say it, I'm not sure why they've put it under here. I think because what they did is they ran out of space around the dial. Perhaps they thought it was a bit too busy with this great range of programs, so they've had to put it here. But to get rid of that, all you do is you just select another program. The next option here, so the Fast Plus I've pretty much covered. That just enables you to speed up the program. So if you select the cottons, then what you can do is you can actually reduce the time of the wash. And it's the same, I did cover it just here with the quick, super quick, and then you press that and it reduces it down to 14 minutes. You have got other options here. So you've got the extra rinse. So again, if you have got somebody in the household that suffers with things like allergies or skin allergies, then adding an extra rinse onto the end of the program can be very good. You have got the anti-crease option. So you press and hold that for 3 seconds. Then what that will do is that will, well, at the end of the program, it will actually rotate the drum every now and then to stop the creasing of the clothes. And that tends to lead quite nicely into this, which is the time delay. So what this does is this will delay the start of the machine. So if you've got, just go back up to that. So this machine goes up to 19 hours, and what that will do is it will just delay it. So if you've got things like economy 7 at home, where you've got cheap electricity during the night, then that can be a really good option to help save money, or if you've gone out and if you don't want the machine to start until later on. And that's where the anti-crease option can be really good, linked in with the time delay. And what that does is that it just enables the clothes to keep moving around within the machine, and it will just give a couple of rotations every now and then. What you've also got is the child lock option. If you have got little people in the house that like to come and play with the dials, they think it's quite fun to come and do that, then just press and hold the child lock option again for 3 seconds. So C on, so that's child lock on. And what that will do is it just means that if you press some of the buttons, then nothing happens. And then to take the child lock off, all you do is you just press and hold it for 3 seconds again, and then that's released, C off. On the right hand side here, you've got the start and the pause. Clearly the start button is pretty self-explanatory. The pause option is something which I tend to mention. It's, I suppose, with a pause, if you've put everything in, then you realise you've got the odd sock left, then pause the program, and what that will do is that as long as the machine hasn't got much water in there, then it will enable you to open the door and then to pop the sock in. What I'd normally say is if you have got it pretty full of water anyway, then don't worry about the sock, just wait till you wash next time. So it's nice it's got the pause facility on here, and you've just got the other indicators on the side, so that will show you when the door's locked and when it's in the washing and spinning process, that these indicators will light up. So a really nice clear display. Hopefully I've explained some of those programs in a bit more depth. So as far as the soap drawer on the left hand side, this is a pretty standard layout. You've got the pre-wash, main wash, conditioner, but something to point out is that on the left hand side here you have got this little blue tag, and what that will do is that enables you to put liquid in here, or powder. So if you've got powder in there, then you want to put that up, and that will enable the powder to go out easily. If you have got liquid, then just pop that down to start with, and the main reason I do that is because if you put the liquid in to start with without that, then it could start to run into the machine before it's required in the program. So that's something that's really good. Also, you can remove the soap drawer if you want to, so just press that button. You will find that with any machine there is some residual water within it from when they're tested in the factory, and then to put it back in, as I just showed you, is pop that down and then you're ready to go. So to open the door, it's a nice easy grip handle, and as far as the porthole size on here, you're looking around 32 centimeters or just over 12 inches. So it's a nice size porthole just to get all the clothes in and out of. I am pleased to say that Beko has still carried on using some of the metal hinges, and you've got the metal door catch as well. It's something that not all brands are doing, and other brands around the similar price to these are starting to go towards plastic hinges and door catches, which personally I think is not a great thing. And at the bottom here you have got a drain option, so if you needed to empty the water out of the machine, then you have got this cheeky little hose at the bottom. You would need to get a tin or a tray or something at the bottom here. Don't do it while it's in operation, because you'll get quite soggy feet and you wouldn't want that to happen. So just pop that back in. But this enables you to If you had a power cut or if you needed to move the machine and it's still got water in it, then it's nice you've got the option here to do that. So I'll just quickly show you around the back of the machine. I know for some people it's not too important if you're getting it installed, but if you're installing it yourself, then this could be quite useful. First of all, the top right here, you see you've got the water inlet. You do get a new hose with it as well, so that is included with the machine. You've got the electric points, you've got the mains cable, the top left here, and you've got the waste just on the left hand side here as well. What you will find is you have got the 4 transit bolts. So it has got a little tag on here to say remove transit bolts, and what I'm pleased is that they've put the mains cable around this tag here, because what you have to do, you have to take the transit bolts out of the machine. We do know of people that haven't removed the transit bolts. They take it home, try and use it, they haven't taken the bolts out and they damage the machine, and unfortunately that won't be covered under any warranty. So I'll just show you the energy label on this machine. As you can see, it's a C energy rating, which is actually really good because this is part of a new energy labelling system that came in March 2021. So really a C rating for a machine in this price range is actually pretty impressive. Also there's some other information on here, just proving it's an 8 kilogram machine and it's using 41 litres of water. As I did mention earlier, quite a few of the programs do vary in the amount of water they use. So I know it's very unmanly and I'm not one for reading instructions, but when you get the machine, have a look through the table in there, because there's a table that shows the time, the amount of electricity, the amount of water that they use. Have a read through that first, because you could find long term that could save you quite a bit of money. So if you're thinking of buying one of these machines, I have provided a link below to show you where to get one at a competitive price. I hope you've enjoyed this quick video on the Beko WTL84141 washing machine. Please give us a thumbs up in the YouTube video and leave any comments below. I'd always ask for comments, whether it's good or bad, about the video itself. Also, if you haven't got any questions on the washer, I'm sure there might be things that I've missed. If you've got any questions, then again, pop it in the comments and hopefully I'll get back to you. Thanks for watching.